Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy. People, thinking right out here with no eye, no nothing. I'm naked. I got the pyramids. I'm still good. All right, but I'm out here doing a do for you. Got a good lesson for you too. All right, it was motivated by going to church yesterday, so it's a feel good story, feel good lesson. How about that? All right, let's go. Let's do what we do. Writers 25 rules live by storytelling, story with a message and story for life. Again, a life experience turned into a life lesson. I'm bringing it to you. That's what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. Let's rock. Right Thinkers Mission. And yeah, that's what I'm on. Lose my voice. I don't know. Change the weather, but excuse me. Right Thinking Mission, and yeah, you know that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Spiritual. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers reach that level of spiritual enlightenment, aka by knowing themselves through the lessons and the lifestyle that they can choose to live for themselves and be better for it. Trust me, that's my agenda. That's what I'm on. That's the purpose of right thinking philosophy. To know thyself for all those who claim to be a right thinker. If you're a right thinker, you need to know yourself. So I'm giving you the arm you with the things you need to make that possible for yourself. That's right. A person who knows not. With a question, do you know you? If not, tune in. I can help you out with that. Let's go. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not, foolish, disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not, it's simple. You teach them. That's what I do. What I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got you. A person who knows not. I always do this because it's embarrassing. And believe that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows, but knows not that they know, is asleep spiritually. I can awaken them. I'm a spiritual love clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers. Know that self. It's in my eye. Be true. I told you this lesson today inspired by me going to church yesterday. When you see you got two old friends, you got 40, 50 years of friendship, that means y'all start out when you were real young. And over the years, you done did some things in life and did when I, but when you see two old friends come together after years of not seeing each other and have that spiritual reunion, it's a beautiful thing. It touched my heart. Two of my buddies got together seeing that inspired this lesson. So that's where it comes from. So if you get a little mushy, a little sentimental, that's because keeping it real. We all grown men, but we have our moments. It's a man moment, you know. We got to stay strong, but yeah. I love that. That's what's real. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's have a spiritual reunion. So yeah, we have family reunions. We have class reunions. I even have an annual Hall of Fame reunion, annual and yearly get togethers, but I haven't had a spiritual reunion, aka Kumbaya moment. When I was doing my classes in the house, and on Thursday when we hold class, I would have everybody sit around, look around. When we in that moment, that spiritual moment, that union, all of it vibrating, feeling good about what's going on, we in that right place. I say, look to your left, look to your right, look in front of you, look behind you. See who's there for that kumbaya moment, but also see who's not there to make it a kumbaya moment. Just a quick lesson about if all the spirits aren't in line, you can't have that moment. So spiritual union is all about a bunch of people spiritual. Let's go. I fellowship weekly with what? My church, aka religious or spiritual family. We together in spirit. I come there to fellowship and worship, and we do the same thing in spirit and God, in the name of God. So that's a spiritual reunion. I do it every week. When I was a Master Mason, we met twice a month, first and third Saturday, and I did other things during the week, during the month, because I worked behind the scenes. Okay, so with Masonic rituals, we did that reunion every time we had new inductees coming in, another ritual, raising, another ritual, holidays, another ritual. So it's all about coming together, and I don't have no problem keeping God presence whenever there's a gathering. So you pray before you partake. My dude, I still see a brother pray before he put a mouth food in his mouth. Before he take a bite of food or eat, he goes to prayer. I got nothing but respect for that. But yeah, that's woo. That's strong. So and he ain't in the monastery. He ain't a monk. He ain't walking around. That's just how he operates. So when you walk at that level, when your spiritual level is that high, you you in rarefied air. Okay. So watch this. But whenever there's a gathering, God presence should always be recognized. And again, prayer before you intake anything. I don't have a problem with that. As an athlete, we pray before we play. We pray. So prayer has always been prevalent. Why they took it out of school, don't know, don't like that idea. But now that I'm wearing I got to be a stern advocate. We need to bring prayer back. Why? We need the young people to know how to pray. A lot of people don't know how to pray. Why? Because nobody taught them. In school, it was natural. Now, not so much. More so at home. How about that? So if it ain't done in the house, so another lesson, but we ain't going there. But let's talk about the spiritual reunion. Whenever you get with somebody you haven't seen in a while, we do it at funerals. We do that. Whenever you get, it's a spiritual connection that we got there. That's love. That's God. That's what it's all about. So I'm trying to get you to understand that concept. What's this? Personally, I carry God with me always. Now that I'm God conscious, back then I carried a gun. No offense, but yeah, different times, different scenario. So yeah, now I carry God. So and being God conscious, not God fanatic. I'm not going to buy my smart. I got gun. You can have a gun. I'm no. I don't live that lifestyle no more. Well, I need a gun. How about that? So okay, so now that I'm living this lifestyle, no need for that. Okay, so now next one is let's have a spiritual reunion. All religions are invited. I say that because I don't care what religion you profess. If you believe in God, if you're a God worshiper, if you doing the right things for God, come on, come on. Why? Because that's what it's all about. Because God is the spirit. He ain't the religion that you claim. So in spirit, your religion is checked at the door. I don't care if you're Muslim, Christian, Jew, Buddhist, it don't make a difference. We doing the spiritual thing here. All spiritual awakened people are welcome. All those spiritually interested people are welcome. All those spiritually ignorant people, you're welcome. Why? We're gonna teach you something, we're gonna learn something. Why? Because you come, you have to acquiesce. When you're around a bunch of people, when they say when in Rome, do as the Romans, when you're in a spiritual reunion, you better be spiritual. Or you know the deal. So the whole point is act like you've been there before. So make better decisions with your life. And it ain't about representing your religion. It's about representing yourself in a godly manner. That's spiritual. So remember, when you claim as your religion is your choice, whatever you claim, that's fine. And all religions claim the one thing that I keep telling you, spiritual is God. So don't need your religion. I just need your God. Spiritually enlightened people know God for themselves. Again, we're not God believers. We God knowers. It's a difference. If you perpetrating the fraud, I believe in God. I believe in God. Yeah. That's all you do. You don't know him. Why? Because you haven't done anything to get his attention, to be blessed by him, to know him for yourself. Every individual who get that blessing that they only them and God know, that's how you know. I never forget when God, I told the God, I taught the God, I know it wasn't the devil. Again, ignorance. But God is divine. God is what's good. Your lower self would tell you to do something stupid. God can tell you to do something that's righteous. Teach them how to get to me. I don't think the devil would give me that advice. So yeah, I can tell the difference in my discernment of common sense and real and what's not real, what's good and not good, can tell you who is who. So understand that. So for you believers, stop believing and get to knowing. You can do that by what? Living right. The tenets that you claim to believe in, live by them, and that'll take care of that. Religion, watch this. It tells you what man wants you to do. Do this 10 commandments. I got 42 of my philosophical points of view, negative confessions I live by. That changed my life. Not the 10 commandments. I ain't got a problem with that, but that ain't what I use. Simple. Okay. So, man, what you do? Okay. Now, do religion tells you what man wants you to do. Stop. Spirituality is God telling you what to do. Your inner conscious, that voice I tell you about, that's the voice you want to listen to. Why? It ain't out there. It's inside here. Who know you better than who was inside here? I ain't going there, but yeah, that's the difference. Now, all religions' intentions are to what? Control your spiritual knowledge, give you what they want you to believe, not what they want you to know. It's a belief system. We had mystery system. Well, we gonna unveil the mysteries to you. You come in, initiate into what we do. We tell you all the secrets. As a master mason, if you're in the master mason, you don't know what this means. You don't know none of this stuff. So anything else, gain knowledge and understanding. I got to God through knowledge, studying, and living right. I could care less about the Bible. Why? That's not what I use to get there. So no disrespect, but just understand I'm spiritual with knowledge and understanding and righteous living, not following biblical concepts. I fellowship and worship with religious people at this point in time to learn their views and their concepts. Simple. Okay, moving on. All spiritual gatherings, and that means whenever a group of people, why? Because it's all spiritual people, it's spiritual beings having a human experience. A lot of us ain't aware of that, but I mean, try that point home for hopefully when they get to be a common concept. Oh, we're spiritual, but we're human. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry about that. All spiritual gatherings are in what? The honor and the name of who? The one? Yeah, simple. At all our unions, no make a difference. God should be recognized. That's spiritual reunion. How about that? I don't care what religion you profess. Let's get together on a spiritual level and just enjoy each other's company, converse, and whatever we're doing. But we ain't got to pick a back, all that nonsense. Come on, man. That's hell. Even gangsters came together and made an alliance. All funerals, what's this? Excuse me. At all funerals, we get together and what? And praise God and thank God. Yeah. Again, no matter what's gathering, when there are a group of us, God present, should be recognized and adhered to at childbirth. We thanking God and giving thanks, another life in the world, another spiritual reunion. All these is events and opportunities for us to gather together and praise God as one, as a group. He loved group prayer. He loves that. Why? Every week I'm on the prayer line, and from one week to another, I'm hearing prayers asked for, and I'm hearing prayers being answered. So something's going on. That I know. Why? I partake. I ain't telling you what I heard. I ain't telling you, no, I'm telling you what I know. Again, I'm only telling you what I know. Moving on. At birthdays, again, every year we celebrate another year of life, and every year we go through that. Yeah, spiritual gathering, again, giving thanks, praise. We could take that one time to do all that. I do it all the time. I walk in it, talk in it, I'm obsessed with it. So I've told. But when you are doing the right thing, that's all you have to do is the right thing. There ain't a whole bunch of other stuff. The right thing is enough, trust me. At all right thinking philosophy lessons, I invoke God at all times. Why? He's the reason for the purpose of what I'm doing, to get you to know him. I know him. And if you don't know him, I'm trying to get you to know him for yourself through the lessons and things I can teach you and show you. He is who he is, and what everybody say think he is. You just got to find out for yourself. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. No religion needed for my spiritual gathering. Just spiritual understanding and respect. If we respect one another spiritually, I don't care what you call God. When I bow my head and go into prayer, I'm expecting you to do the same thing. So whoever you call on, knock yourself out. I don't speak out loud, so you never know who I'm calling. Moving on. I teach spiritual truth that I learned over the years, aka I call it God knowledge. In order for you to know yourself and God, you need to obtain the knowledge. You ain't just gonna pop up and say, I'm here, I'm God knowledge. Nope, you got to put some work in. I'm trying to help you with that, doing my job. I teach spiritual truth, and guess what? One size fits all. The concept is non-discriminative. I don't discriminate. I don't say you can learn right thing and you can't. No, this is for you. It's for all those who choose to want to know God for themselves. If you don't want to know God, yeah, this ain't for you. Simple. If you believe you got God, you don't need this. I ain't got a problem with you either. I teach spiritual truth to who? To those who are in what? Search of what I teach, and that is the spiritual truth of our ancient ancestors. Nothing hot, no. Ain't nothing new about what I teach. I ain't made nothing up. I ain't created nothing. I'm just bringing back what we used to do that we survived off for thousands of years on our own. That's what I got from them, not what they wore. No, just what they was, their mentality as a people, how they make it work. We so far from understanding each other and being together, so we need some help. I'm just trying to do my part. Moving on. Where am I down here? Okay, now I can worship, fellowship with any God-fearing religious group of people. Don't care what religion you profess. If you doing God, I'm with you. It's just that simple. So we ain't gonna. What about something? Stop asking me. What about who? Stop, please. I don't have a problem with nobody religious concepts dealing with God. Moving on. I come in spiritual peace. Hands up. Peace sign. Okay, why? I come to respect. I come to worship. We here to that with the king. We come here to worship. So when I come to spiritual peace to worship. That's right thinking philosophy. And it's to be what? Spiritually peaceful. I don't want no spiritual trouble. And having that is no disagreement. There's no arguing, none of that nonsense. We can do that here if we acquiesce and act like we got some sense. I don't go around arguing with people no more. I avoid them. I just told you things you can do to make that possible. And in your everyday life, I done mastered that art too. I come in spiritual peace. That's what okay, discriminate. Now, last one. Let's wrap this up right quick. Okay, how about this? Okay, a God knowing, God loving reunion for all spiritual people, all the spiritual people. Don't care about your religion. Nope. If you're spiritual, you're welcome. Okay? We need a spiritual reunion. That's my point. And we probably, India, they got a thing called a Kabbalah. They get about 12 million people. Not a problem nowhere. Why? Because they all coming in. So there is no problem when the story with Luke going into the cave of the dark side. Whatever you bring, that's what you're going to need. If you come in peace, that's all you need. If you bring anything, you 9 times 10, you're going to use it. And it's abusive. As a Mason, we didn't want no weapons in the lodge. Why? Because if it wasn't, it caused a problem. Simple as that. If everybody here on equal balance, same purpose, concept. Spiritual people don't need weapons. The Muslims, I know why they carry the sword. Now, why? I'm peaceful, but I ain't stupid either. Now we carry guns. The Pope, the most sacred man, he got to ride a bulletproof vehicle. They call it the Pope Mobile. He ain't riding no convertibles. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, oh, that's too funny. Now, I've seen millions of God conscious people come together in peace and harmony and love. Like the Kabbalah, I love that. That's why I get the kumbaya concept. If we come to worship God, where's the problem? Moving on. And I'm also seeing war, death, and destruction of other people's way of life. We're seeing it happen right now. Over the guys, they doing work over there. Why? Because when Your God don't get along with his God, we got to go to war. And both of them fighting for their God, which is the same God. Moving on. I ain't going there. I don't do politics. I don't get involved in none of that stuff no more. No, no, no. Right thinking all the time when we stand here. So I just give you a little tidbit, but I think about that, but I ain't got time. Here we go. Now, personally, I feel like my man George, we are one nation under God, which is true, under groove. But we're not spiritually. We're not under the spiritual group. But we all don't know ourselves yet. And George told you a long time ago, think. It ain't illegal yet. They got AI coming. They don't want you to think, why they're gonna let AI do that. You're just gonna be a human drone. Computers about to tell you what to do. I would love to see us spiritually come together. Spiritually. Why? That would do it for me. Why? I want to have that moment where we just here in love. And we have the moments every now and then at events, at gatherings, everybody get together. My sister just told me they had a party, got together, had a good time, and guess what? We didn't have no alcohol. Ding, 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 ding. Spiritual people don't need drugs. We don't need we don't need nothing to get to God. I don't need to be high to get to God. I don't need to be juiced up to get to God. Sorry about that. Let me wrap this up. Let me get this thing over with. Now, wrapping up. We really need to what? Have a spiritual reunion. Just to what? Thank God. No other reason. I do it every day. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Appreciate you guys. I'll be back. I got more.